healthy keeps me happy. All right. Hey there. This is Ona Indigo here. And I'm joining you live here in Oakland, California. And I'm here to represent the project that I'm involved in. And the project's called No Accordion, and our mission is celebrating diversity by amplifying extraordinary voices to form a deeper understanding and connection that promotes equal opportunity for all, transforming fear, anxiety, anger, and hatred into love, compassion, creativity, and sensitivity. I want to spark some inquiry and raise awareness and encourage some mindfulness. So that's the mission behind the music here. And I want to also encourage you all to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's put the links there in the comments, so go ahead and subscribe. And if you've subscribed already, can you please share that on your socials and see if your other friends might be interested in checking it out and subscribing. So today, we are still in the month of May. It's the last day or last few days of May. And so I'm still continuing this theme of the mother and mother's love, and especially this concept of unconditional love. And the song I'm going to talk to you today is called Unconditional Lover. And there's, different aspects. I'll tell you the story behind the song in a little bit. But I would say that for me personally, I didn't really know what unconditional love felt like truly for another human until I had my first child. And that it was a different type of love. I was thinking about it today, and I was paralleling, maybe as a child, unconditional love for a pet. But I don't think I had any unconditional love for the parents. But once I actually became a parent and had my own child, it was a different kind of love. And I would like to call it, as close as you can get to, an unconditional love. And that shows up in ways of, basically with my children, I'm always going to be here for them in some capacity. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to tolerate all sorts of behavior, but I will always be there in a loving place. And that's very different as far as I'm concerned in my other relationships that I have. Like, even with my own parents, I feel that I put conditions on those. It's not the same. You don't love your parent in the same way that a parent loves you. It's just not possible. I think as you get older, it's easier to become more, you learn to accept your parents more for who they are, and the love goes towards the unconditional. But I feel that there's a lot of condition happening there still. And then if you think of like partnership, I definitely, I can't get away from it. Like I try to go towards unconditional love, but there's a lot of conditions going on in a partnership. And, one of those conditions is if it's not working, we may end this partnership. And that just doesn't happen with a parent-child. Like, that child will always, you'll always be the parent of that child. Now, maybe the relationship breaks down and you don't see them, but it's different, with the partner. So that's one other level of love that has, quite a lot of conditions wrapped up in it. So I feel like it's complicated. There's all these different layers of how to love. And my daughter put it that she sees love as it's not a thing. It's an action. It's how we act. Now this song is called Unconditional Lover. And it is a kind of bluesy song. It's quite different to most things that I've worked on in the past. It's one of my earlier pieces, and it's a little love song in that kind of unconditional vein, for another beautiful human that I met when I was married and had, young children, and he was living with a woman and they had a child, and we just connected in a very beautiful way, kind of by circumstance. I mean, we were both musicians, so we played music quite a lot together, but then just by circumstance, I found out my mother had cancer, and for a couple of months he was like started to help me and really be present. Like, yes, my husband could be present as well, and my kids were pretty young, so they couldn't really help, but he was there for me. And then all of a sudden his mother was killed in a car accident. It was so like random, and so then he was thrown into that grief, and I was in the process of my grief with my mother dying of cancer, and we just really held space for each other. And during that time, I fell in love with this man. And it was beautiful to feel that, that sensational love. But, I'm married, he's with someone else, so we're never going to, it's never going to go any farther than that. But this song was a little love song to this. And also, I think to me it was easier to throw the unconditional love at this song as well, because I never really, did get too involved with this man. So it was easy. It's very easy to love someone from afar and love all their faults when you're not like living with them on a daily basis. So that's the story behind it, and it's called Unconditional Lover. I'm going to read you the lyrics now. Okay. Every time we meet, my heart starts to beat a little faster than before. Keeps me coming back for more. When we're on the phone and I'm home alone, I remind myself, you're with someone else. I'm your unconditional lover. Please don't blow my cover, unconditional lover. When you're on my mind, would you be so kind to send me some lovin', even though my man I'm huggin'? It's been my discovery, you'll need no recovery from the love that I offer. It don't get any better. I'm your unconditional lover. Please don't blow my cover, unconditional lover. I'm your unconditional lover. Please don't blow my cover, unconditional lover. So yeah, just a really playful, fun song. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to switch you over to a gig in Movinos. So I lived in Ojai for years. Instagram, you always get the funkiness, but that is the way it is. Okay. And there's quite a vibrant music scene in Ojai, and I got to play with a lot of really amazing musicians over the years that I lived there. And there was a little place called Movinos that we played at quite often. And so this is a gig actually from 2009. Oh my gosh, that's like 11, 12 years ago. And I'm going to let you watch this live gig, and it features, I'm in a nurse dress, like a vinyl nurse dress, and I had all these weird like safety pins that had to hold the zipper because it fell apart. So it was really kind of punky, pretty silly, 20, 30 safety pins down the front of this dress. You'll see in a second. And then I'm here with the local musicians, which I had Sean Inglesby, who helped me also produce and record this album. He's playing guitar. And then I had Adrian Burke. And then Luke, two other local musicians, a bass player and a drummer, and then also a clarinet player, ex-husband. All right, let's do this. Okay, ladies, now we're going to start to get a little funky here. Nothing better to play when people are dancing. Yeah, dancing. Damn, that's a blast from the past, that's for sure. Wow. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that was over like 10 years ago that happened, that went down. So there's the live version, and I think I'll play you the studio version now and have fun with it. I'll be bouncing on my ball. I just want to encourage you all, if you don't have one of these balls, one of these yoga balls or stability balls or whatever the kind of balls, I love it. I sit on it. I work on it. You can sit still, and it's always using your core, or you can bounce on it too. So I just want to encourage you all, please, to get yourself a ball. So let's listen to the track Unconditional Lover studio version. Unconditional Lover. Oh, that's kind of a cute song. Starts to be, yeah, kind of a cute, sweet little love song. So there you go. That's the studio version, including some fun little synth solos of Sean Inglesby there, who helped me produce and record that entire album. So thank you so much for joining me Friday Night Live. And I want to encourage you all to move in the direction of unconditional love. Now, I'm not saying, unconditional love, get there, but just move in the direction. Choose unconditional love when you can, or tap into that maybe through your pets. I think pets are pretty easy to love unconditionally as well. So thank you for joining me. Once again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you've already subscribed, please share the link on the socials. It's there in the notes. Next week, we're shifting it up. It's June, and it's going to be Pride Month. So that's the theme of next week. And I'll be looking at a track named Grow, featuring Alexandra Dubov. And we'll be looking into the topic of threesomes. So goodbye for now. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week And hit me up on the socials if you want to connect. All right. Thank you so much. Some loving. Even though I'm mad, I'm hugging. All right. Bye-bye.